Self-doubt doesn't whisper. It claws. It twists your thoughts into cages. But the Stoics, they forged laws in fire, laws that shattered fear itself. This isn't motivation. It's psychological warfare. You wake up before dawn. The room is quiet, but your mind isn't. There's a voice. A familiar one. You're not enough. You'll fail again. Who do you think you are? You scroll through your phone, comparing. Everyone looks ahead. You feel stuck. Paralyzed. That's the hidden cruelty of self-doubt. It doesn't scream, it infects. It seeps into your choices, your posture, your silence. You cancel plans. Delay action. Rewrite the same line 100 times. You've read motivational quotes. You've tried believing in yourself. But deep down, the war never stopped. Because self-doubt isn't a feeling. It's a system. A psychological pattern that trains you to surrender before the battle begins. Now imagine this. A soldier stands at the edge of a battlefield. Arrows fly. The sky burns. And instead of fighting, he drops his sword because a voice told him he'd lose anyway. That's you every time you hesitate. But what if there were ancient laws, brutal in their clarity, that could silence that voice permanently? Not with hype, but with philosophy sharper than steel. The Stoics lived in empires, chaos, betrayal. And still, they walked with unshakable certainty. Because they understood self-doubt not as an emotion, but as an illusion. Marcus Aurelius wrote, "You have power over your mind, not outside events. Realize this, and you will find strength." This wasn't poetic. It was tactical. The Stoics saw the mind as a fortress. Not to be decorated, but defended. And the first invader was always self-doubt. Think of your mind as a citadel. Every fear, every insecurity, is a spy trying to sneak through the gates. But here's the catch, most people open the gates themselves. Marcus didn't say you'll never feel fear. He said, control your response. Because doubt isn't an external force. It's your interpretation, your judgment. Modern psychology agrees. Cognitive behavioral therapy is built on the same principle. It's not the event. It's your belief about the event. The Stoics mastered this 2,000 years ago. When failure came, they examined the belief. When fear rose, they questioned its logic. When doubt whispered, they turned inward, not outward, for answers. Imagine waking up tomorrow. And instead of reacting to that voice, you observe it. You treat it like an echo, not a command. This is Stoic law number 1. Your mind is your kingdom. Guard it. And from this law flows all others. Because once you realize the battle is internal, the external loses its grip, but knowing the law isn't the same as living it. Here's where the storm hits. You stand in front of the mirror. You repeat affirmations. But your stomach twists. Your throat tightens. A part of you whispers, liar. The battlefield shifts inside. Every step forward triggers old wounds. Your brain replays past failures like a broken projector. Every what if explodes like thunder. You try to meditate. Silence grows louder. The doubts mutate, becoming clever, emotional, personal. They're better than you. You'll never change. Why even try? And in that moment, Stoic philosophy isn't glamorous. It's raw. It's standing in a storm unarmed. Seneca called it training for life. This inner chaos isn't proof you're failing. It's proof you're fighting. But most turn back here. They think doubt means stop. The Stoics saw doubt as a signal, you're at the edge of transformation. You clench your fists. Heartbeat racing. Mind swirling. This is the real arena. Then, click. Something shifts. You remember Marcus's words. The storm hasn't stopped. But your stance changes. You no longer argue with the voice. You observe it. Detached. Calm. This is Stoic law number 2. Perception is a choice. Doubt speaks. But you choose what it means. Fear rises. But you decide if it's a signal or a sentence. This is the dichotomy of control in action. You stop wasting energy trying to control outcomes, opinions, or fears. You redirect all focus to your response. Short sentences. Clear mind. Firm posture. The world doesn't bend. You do. That's the shift the Stoics lived by. They didn't wait for confidence. They acted with discipline until confidence emerged naturally. One decision at a time. One thought redirected. One inner gate closed. Weeks pass. The mirror looks the same, but you don't. The voice still whispers. But now, it's background noise. You walk through doubt like fog, not walls. Your posture is calm. Actions deliberate. You stop chasing validation and start living by principle. Epictetus said, "No man is free who is not master of himself." You feel this truth. You're no longer waiting to feel ready. You build readiness through action. You apply Stoic law number 3. Self-doubt is a teacher, not a jailer. You learn from it. Not run. You refine your judgments. You sharpen your focus. And slowly, people notice. Not because you became loud, but because your silence carries weight. This is what it means to become unstoppable. Not by erasing fear, but by mastering the mind that creates it. Doubt will always exist, but so will your power to meet it with Stoic clarity. These were just 3 of the 7 brutal Stoic laws. Each forged in hardship. Each designed to shatter illusions, not comfort egos. If this message struck something inside you, subscribe. Because every week, we go deeper into the ancient mind, the modern psyche, and the battlefield between. Comment below. Backhand index pointing right. Which Stoic law hit you hardest? And remember Epictetus's echo. It's not what happens to you, but how you react that matters. Until next time. Guard your mind. Question your perceptions. Shatter your doubt.